So this lesson we're going to be starting with a blank page, and I'm going to show you how you can create a simple two-page website really easily using Google Sites. So we're going to set up a logo, and then we're going to give the site a name. We're also going to set two pages, so a home page, a second page. The home page is going to have this pop-up window, which is going to have a click button and a message. You can also, whenever you're previewing, go into the different responsive sizes. So this is for the mobile phones, for tablets, and for the large screens, so you can see what your website is going to look like on all the different size screens. So fully responsive, and that's really the nice thing about Google Sites, is it's really easy to add additional pages, and then they all come out nice and neatly within the menu as well as their responsive websites. So let's get started. In the previous lesson, we showed you how easy it is to get started with sites by selecting a template from the template gallery. This lesson, we're going to be walking through how to set up a blank site. So you can also use the templates as a default starting point and then update the templates the same way that we're going to be updating the blank page. And that might be a quicker way to achieve what the look and feel that you're looking for if it's already existing within the templates. So let's go ahead and select the blank. We're going over to sites.google.com, selecting to create a blank site. And this is going to create a fresh blank site with no content yet. And then first thing to do is to give the site document a title. And I'm just going to call it the testing site. And automatically, once you add in a title, it's going to add a title up at the top left-hand side. And it also gives you an option to add in a logo. So if you do have a logo for your website that you want to use, you can add it here. So selecting from the uploads, so if you do have it on your computer, or if you've already uploaded it, you can use select, and that will allow you to select images that you might already have on your Google Drive. You can also search by URL, do an image search using the Google Images, or you can select from existing photos that you might already have on your Google within your Google account. So I'm going to select an image from my Google Drive. I'm going to select an image from my Google Drive, and using the JavaScript logo, I'm going to insert that. And that will add it as a logo for my web page. Also within the settings, we can add in alt text. So adding in alt text for your logo. It'll select the logo color as a color for your theme. So I'm going to go ahead and select that as my theme color, so it matches the logo, so it automatically sets that up. There's also an option for a favicon. So this is the icon that you will show up within the web pages up at the top left whenever the user has it open within the browser tabs. So again, these are optional. You don't have to have one, but if you do, then this is where you can add it in. There's also under the settings, you can select the navigation. So this will set how you want your page navigation to be. By default, it's set at the top. You can select it to be navigation at the side as well. And that will include navigation on the website, on the side of the website. There's also the different colors. So right now, we'll just keep it as transparent. But if you want your navigation to be noticeable, you can set it up as a black background or a white background for the navigation. And I'll set it up as black so that we can see where it's located. So right now, again, it is at the top there. There's also under the viewing tools. So this is a website feature that will show an info icon in the lower left of your published site. So it shows the specific page details. And then viewers can click on it to reveal additional content. So this is optional. There's also with the anchor links, they appear on the site viewers as they hover over headings on the page, and allows viewers to link to the specific sections of the page. So by default, both of these are enabled, and I would suggest that just to keep them enabled, unless for whatever reason you don't want these to be showing up. But by default, they are enabled, and they are a good feature for navigation when viewers come to your website. There's also an option for custom domains. So that means that if you do have a registered domain, such as a .com domain, then you can set that up as the domain that's going to be pointing to the Google Sites, and you can use your own custom domain for Google Sites. There's also an option for analytics. So analytics, if you do have a Google Analytics account, then you can enable the analytics, and this will allow you to track the analytics for the web page, for the Google site. So it makes it really easy to integrate your analytics tracking or measurement ID, and then you can enable it once you do have that added into the input field. There's also an announcement banner. So this is a banner that's going to get displayed above your content. By default, it's not enabled. So this is if you have special announcements or some type of special offer that you want for your site viewers to be able to see. For that, you can show the banner, and then you can have the message. So for now, I'll just have a showing the banner. It'll be a welcome message. And there's a button. And then when the button gets clicked, it will open up to whatever the web page is that we want to use. So I'm going to set it to link to my website. And we can have the visibility on the home page only or on all pages. I'm just going to set it only for the home page. So once I've completed the settings, and once I'm satisfied with the settings, I can close that off. And there's the banner showing up at the top with the click me button, the welcome. And now that I've made the settings, I can click preview to see what my website's going to look like. In the bottom right-hand side, I can preview on the different display sizes. So if I want to see what the website is going to look like on the phone, I can see what it's going to look like on a tablet, which is slightly larger than the phone, and then what it looks like on the large screens. We can exit the preview at any time by closing it. In the left-hand side, we've got the information icon, and it gives some information where you can report abuse, or you can go to the Google Sites homepage, and that's that information icon that we've enabled on the website. So this is what you can turn off within the settings that we were looking at earlier. So it's got the banner here across the main page. Right now I only do have the one page, so it's just got the home page. And if I click it, it's going to redirect and open up to my website, just as we indicated within the settings. So let's go ahead and close the preview, and we'll make some more updates to the web page. In the right-hand side, we can select the various themes that are available, and that will change the styling as well as the color scheme for the site that you're using. And then you can select them and customize them. I'll show you how to do that in upcoming lessons. Also under pages, we only have just currently the home page. So if you want to add a second page, you can create a new page, clicking the new page icon in the bottom right side. You can also have a new menu section or a new link. We're just going to create a second page, and I'll call it second. There's also an advanced option here where if we want to set a custom path. Otherwise, it's just going to use the page name for the path. So we're just going to keep it at second and hit done. So that creates the second page within our website. And now if we go to the preview, we've got the navigation on the left-hand side, and the two pages are automatically added into the menu. The first page is the only one with the pop-up window there, and the other pages won't have that as we set that already within the settings. So that's how you can easily add additional pages to your website, and when you do want to make updates to them, you can just select them, and that will automatically put them in the display area, and then you can make updates to them as needed. And then if you do want to adjust any of the settings of the site, you can always click where the logo was, or you can select in the top right side settings. It's going to open up the settings pop-up window. And from here, if you want to set the navigation back to the top, you can set it that way. You can also update the color of the navigation, so set it to transparent. And then once you're satisfied, you can go out and you can check to see what it's going to look like within the live site.